Gigabyte X570 AORUS Master Opinion. X570 motherboards are here and Gigabyte has stepped things up in a very big way. I think you'll see this across the board when it comes to X570 motherboards. Intel will not have anything new likely till 2020, so motherboard manufacturers are really betting on X570 to keep profits up over the course of this year. That is why all of these boards seem to be on parity or even better than their Z390 counterparts. It is nice to see this change, even when looking at X470 boards compared to Z390 boards. The Z390 boards seems to just offer more. Now it really isn't about what motherboards are better, but rather would you go AMD or Intel CPU-wise. The Gigabyte X570 AORUS Master motherboard sits second in Gigabyte's X570 product stack and is loaded with features. If you are looking for a high-end X570 motherboard, this is it. The first thing to note on this board is PCI Express 4.0. Not only are you getting 3 PCI Express 4.0 x 16 slots, but also 3 PCI Express 4.0 M.2 slots, all of which come with heat sinks. We were able to test these M.2 slots with a PCI Express 4.0 M.2 drive and they are plenty fast. Around 5,000 megabytes per second read and 4,800 megabytes per second write. The next thing is Ethernet and Wi-Fi on this board. On the Ethernet side you are getting dual NICs, one being 2.5 Gb and the other being 1 Gb. For Wi-Fi you get Intel Wi-Fi 6.802.11 NACS Wi-Fi, which also comes with Bluetooth 5.0. So if you are plugging in or using Wi-Fi, it is going to be quite fast. When it comes to power delivery, this board uses a direct 14, 12 plus 2, phase Infineon digital power design with a 3556 power stage MOSFETs which are capable of providing at least 50 AF power from each phase, for a total of 700 A. Using a direct phase design compared to a traditional parallel design is like using an 80 plus gold power supply instead of an 80 plus bronze power supply. Gigabyte has redesigned their VRM cooling as well, with new heatsinks that offer more surface area for better cooling. Gigabyte also provides dual 8-pin EPS connectors, more stable power delivery. With this we were able to overclock our Ryzen 9 3900X to 4.4 GHz on all 12 cores. For those doing overclocking, there are also some nice features on this board. There are power and reset buttons right on the board, dip switches to easy switch between different BIOSes, and a postcode display. You are also going to find one of the best audio solutions out there on this board with the ESS Sabre reference DAC ES9118 and the Realtek's latest HALC 1220 codec. You of course get USB 3.1 Gen 2 support with 4 ports on the rear I/O and an internal header for new cases that have an internal connector. There are also a total of 7 fan headers on the board, so you shouldn't run out of fan headers to connect all of the fans in your system. Gigabyte's BIOS has been retooled and made to make finding settings easier and to put the right information in front of you. It is very easy to navigate and it is great to see Gigabyte making these changes. Gigabyte has a great motherboard companion software ecosystem too. Using the App Center you can download all of these apps as well as all of your drivers and even BIOS updates. This saves you so much time. All you have to do is download the App Center and it will download and install everything else. Other motherboard manufacturers make you download every app and driver separately. This is definitely one of the best X570 motherboard available and there really is not much we can say bad about it. Right now it is selling at our favorite online retailer for $359.99. Pros: Direct 14-phase VRM. Triple PCI Express 4.0 M.2 slots with heat sinks. Great audio solution. Refined VRM heat sinks. Lots of tools for overclockers. Retooled BIOS. Great software support. 7 fan headers. Cons: none that we found.